Let's see. So here in Junction City, this is just west of Weaverville along Highway 299, and I'll be taking the Canyon Creek Road right across the way. I'm gonna snag a couple of these in case I forget. These are the self-checkout wilderness permits. There's a lot of people here already. Alright, I think I'm all set here. This way. I forgot how popular this particular trailhead was. Usually I'm used to approaching the Trinity Alps from the north. It could be popular from that side too, but there is more population this way. The flat, glacially polished bedrock. You could even see the striations here. The striations always point down the valley, or up it as well. Beautiful color. This here is Upper Canyon Creek Meadows. There's some people across the way. If I can just find a good photographic spot. I'm going to spur off the trail for a second because there's this large waterfall straight ahead. This junction, Canyon Creek Lakes is to the right, and I'm going to veer to the left straight ahead, and already I can get a view of my first mountain. There is a lot of snow up there. Oh, this is going to be cold. Oh man, my feet feel a lot better after zapping it through that cold creek crossing. I wonder how many people have actually gone past that point. Doesn't look like this trail's been used at all this year. First snow patch, and all I got is deer tracks. Nobody else has been up this way.
There is nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all all behind. Time goes by so fast. Time goes by so fast. There is nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all behind. There is nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all behind, all behind. Time goes by so fast. Time goes by so fast. There is nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all behind, behind.
Some fresh water. Oh yeah, cake. Oh hell yeah. Here we are, the summit of Mount Hilton. It's the second highest point in the Trinity Alps after Thompson Peak. Plane there, just a little bit higher than me, but it's just flying low over the Trinities. It's actually descending in elevation. I think I'm actually higher than it now. So in view here, we are looking north towards Thompson Peak, Caesar Peak. Thompson's to the left, it's the highest point. It's probably about 70 feet higher than where I'm at. And of course it is the most climbed peak in the area. Caesar Peak to the right is about 15 feet lower than where I'm at. Yet I would argue it has probably the best view in all of the Trinities. You're looking south at all the north faces of all these peaks, so everything's a lot more rugged. This view here is not too shabby, but Caesar is definitely on my top rank for photogenic. And you can even see just to the right of Caesar, far off yonder, you could see a little bit of Mount McLaughlin in Oregon. And looking at China Mountain, So anything that's behind Thompson Caesar, that's all part of the Russian and Marble Mountain Wilderness. That's more towards the Scott Valley area. Mount Shasta, you can see some clouds. Caribou Mountain, right in the middle of my screen. It's also White Granite Peak, kind of the northeast corner of the White Trinities. Then you have, of course, Sawtooth Mountain. That is next on my objective list. Probably not this go around, but it will be done in the near future. The Red Trinities, you can't really tell they're red right now. All snow covered. You got Gibson Peak, the highest one. 7 Up Peak just to the left, to the north. Granite Peak, Red Mountain. That forms kind of the southern end of the Reds. And Central Valley, got some haze to it. It's kind of hard to see. Shasta Bali overlooks Redding. I think that's Yalabala Mountain or something. Kind of half shrouded by the clouds. Right in front of me, up the valley, Monument Peak, that's another isolated granite peak. Looking towards the Mount Lynn area, that's pretty far south. I'd say it's about equivalent to Orland along I-5, looking straight west. And Mount Lynn is actually just above 8,000 feet. To the southwest, that's a lot of unknown turf. I don't really know much about that area other than there's a lot of these ridge lines, the Mad Rivers in that area. Oh, and the peak that I was on yesterday, the Three Stooges there, the middle peak is what I summited, even though the right one's the highest. They look pretty tiny from here. And then as we're looking westwards, there goes Thurston Peaks, Limestone Ridge. Pony Mountain is the one to the north. And if you look, I don't know if it shows up too well, there's kind of that grayish line with the white clouds way off in the horizon there. So anything in that gray area, that's all the Pacific Ocean. So you could see a good swath of the Pacific pretty well from this vantage point. And here I am, almost 9,000 feet above it. That's looking towards Salmon Peak, Orleans Mountain, I believe. Preston Peak is way off to the northwest. Sticks out like a sore thumb. It's only 7,300 feet though, so 1,600 feet lower than where I'm at. And then completing the 360, right back at Thompson and Caesar. Another plane. It's cresting right there. You can see the shadow in the snow. They probably see me up here. I mean, I'm wearing my reflective yellow. I kind of stand out. Looks like they flew a little bit high to crest over and now they're descending down. I'm not sure which way why they're going west. Maybe they're headed towards Eureka. Alright, I knew there had to be a summit register up in here. Man, I could have actually camped on the summit. This would have been a really good flat rock to be on. It's alright though. Let's see what we got. So this one was placed on August 16, 2019. Alright, this one's a bit older. This one was placed on August 21st, 1981. If you find this register, please contact any or all of us. Mount Hilton Summit Register, Established 5:49 p.m. on May 27th, 1972. Well, tomorrow is going to be May 27th, so we're looking at 52 years that this thing has been sitting up here. By Explorer Post 54 from Eureka, California. I picked up the tail, can't read that, made it. I left his P.O. box. John D. Hyatt, P.O. Box 594, Eureka, California. Their address is Paul Laudenschlager, May 27, 1972. So this peak has had quite a lot of visits over the years. Supposedly I was reading a report, and on Sawtooth Mountain, the register there has kind of the same thing, except there's a couple papers dating back all the way to 1955, which I would love to see. That would have been 70 years ago, just about. People leaving all their phone numbers and everything. Back when times were safer, I guess. There's a couple of signatures I recognize their names just because they have Summit Post pages. Like Bob Bird, I saw his name. I'm just curious about all these ones from the 70s. Whoever else makes it up here, can't believe I finally made it. I don't dig about this mountain is the name. Mount Hilton, yuck. Can you think of anything better names? I hope I make it down. Okay, Margaret Page, Boulder, Colorado. So on the other side from Margaret Page's writing, it says, this mountain is dedicated to Charlie the Chipmunk. He's the chipmunk in Boulder Lake that eats all of your food. Last night he ate my lunch. Munch, munch, munch. I've got to run back down and chase him away before he makes a nest out of my sleeping bag. If you see the fattest chipmunk, that's Charlie. Tell him hello for me. Leah Page, Niwot, Longmont, Boulder, Colorado. Oh, that's cool. I used to live in Longmont and I worked at a job in Niwot, so I'm very familiar with that area. And I worked in Boulder too. My first couple of jobs I worked in Boulder. And this guy signed again. 1975. Supplement our vitamin L. What the heck is that? Shasta looks so fine as always. Sure does. 1976. Oh, this person summited right on the country's bicentennial, July 4th, 1976. I think it's fitting to comment on our colorful history. Did you know that our forefathers used drugs? Oh, he's from Arcata. Okay, well that explains it. The only place to go from here is down. There's somewhat of a burnout but beautiful hike up. We are about to indulge in some fruit cocktail. Not to mention a couple second generation Hooters to add a couple thousand feet to our altitude. Thompson, Sawtooth, and Shasta look nice, but we have no time because tomorrow is another day of school. School. I spelled it wrong. Total bullshit. I can smell the wonderful herb burning so long. What a waste of a page. Tom Thompson, Arcata. Sitting here just totally munching out, waiting for Tom to spick a reef. Is that a drug reference? I look out over the Trinity Alps wishing I had another month to just hike around and get fucked up. Time to go and get stoned. Jim Wilson, Arcata. Yep, 1976. June of 78. Oregon City, Oregon. Plan is to zip line down. I have thought that so many times. Saw 4-point bucks down on glacier. Huh. Wonder if that's what all those tracks were that I saw. Same 4-point bucks were still on the same snow field below the southern notch. A mute, breezy. Fellas, feels good as it's been 95 degrees down at lower Boulder Creek Lakes Basin. Straightforward to that swim when I get down. Fine view, nice place to be in on such a wonderful day. Thought we'd bring up a register surprise. There's been one here since 1972. Fuck. Oh well, maybe next time, guys. One hell of a view, not a cloud in the sky. Now to get really stoned, man. Tom Otto, Willow Creek. They're all from that Eureka, Arcata area. It's like the weed capital of the country. Nice scramble from Boulder Creek Lake. Too bad Sue had to stay at the lake with stub toe and blisters. Time to get high in the noonday sun. Mark Engdahl, Yosemite, California. September 18th, 1998. Visibility 50 feet. Temperature 25. Wind chill minus 15. Weather ice everywhere. Clouds of ice particles encompassing Hilton. Marijuana Michael. I wish I could look around and enjoy the splendor of Hilton. This is what I get for not waiting for my bro Bradford. This green bud's for you. We'll be back with him soon, Hilton, and you too, Sawtooth, even though I can't see you. Rykop. July 21st, I'm assuming 2011. 4:20 p.m. Saturday. I have to see what day of the week, what year that corresponds to. Writing to you now as an engaged man, I just proposed to my girlfriend of 8 years, Annie Hurd, on top of my favorite mountain. We were both beaming with happiness as we shared this moment together. The journey from Boulder was fraught with challenges much like normal life. Both looking back on the journey from this high makes it all worthwhile. To this wayward hiker I ask, take in this extremely rare and less traveled view. Enjoy the journey as much as possible and never give up. Yours truly, Adam Cocker, Arcata. And Anna Hurd. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a good way to end it, considering that half of the signatures in here were all potheads. Yeah, nothing really beats this view at all. Alright, left my little signature. And we'll see who the next person is. Find the strangest stuff inside the canister. I was looking at this like, this looks like one of our quarters. 2010 Ankh Lung. And I look at the other side and it's a coin from Indonesia. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll summit the next mountain just to the north. It is unnamed. I'm really not looking forward to all the snow though. It's maybe 100 feet lower than me, and it looks like it has some class 3 scrambling to get to the top. I'd like to get a view of Papoose Lake, which is on the other side of these spiry crags, but we'll see how I feel. I'm still pondering how I'm even going to get down this mountain. It looks like that there is an approach straight down this way, but it is very steep snow. So worst comes to worst, I may have to backtrack all the way that I came from. Alright, this side looks even way more airy than the other side. And just past these cliffs here, I just don't know what to expect. I know it's just going to be steep snow no matter what. Oh yeah. I don't really want to leave this area, it's just too pretty. Just see all the waterfalls that are streaming down all the cliffs. The boulder lakes are over that way. There's that other couple, older couple. I haven't really talked to them or anything. They're camped just out of sight. And there's a lot of nice spots here for me to just lay my pad out. I think I'm just going to spend the night here. All these rocks here are erratics, and they're all sitting on top of the glacially sculpted bedrock. Pretty fascinating. Can't believe this tree is alive. It's like freaking rotted out. Okay, I think I found where I'm gonna camp for the night. This little shelter here where this erratic is. You can see frost wedging split this rock in half. Yeah, this will be a perfect spot for the night. Hoping when the moonlight comes out I can get a couple of cool shots like Ansel Adams, make it all black and white.
There is nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all behind.